This is a shameless plug. Kind of. We do rentals for, we have over 1,000 units that are rented out through Metro Vancouver, and we manage them. And I tell you, we're held to a higher duty. So we're governed by the Real Estate Council. We have to have, we're easily accessible. And it's a good idea for if you have a building that's full of maybe properties that are rented where the owner's not available or access. I know in the strata end we run into that when we have a flood or something, or we're trying to get access into a unit and the name on our information is no longer in service, and the mail is being returned. We can't get a hold of that owner, but yet there's a tenant in there, and it's probably one of the most challenging things that we have to deal with. But if it's professionally managed by us or by anybody, we can get a hold of somebody. We can make sure that they're adhering to the bylaws, because that professional manager is held to a higher duty than a general owner is, and they're accessible. So it's something to think about. If we manage your property, great. But if we don't, you can always go and say, look, you already manage our property. How about we get 10 rentals in our building, you give us a discount and advertise it. But I think that strata councils should encourage professional management overall. And because I'm a kind of a conflict here, maybe Veronica, do you want to chime in here on if you think it's a good idea or not? And if you say not, you're in trouble.
Rental management, in general, I mean, I agree with you. One of the things that can come up is when the Strata Corporation can't get a hold of an owner. And it can be from a more sort of emergent situation like a flood, but it could be even something as simple as you've assessed a special levy and you can't collect the levy because the owner's contact information isn't updated, and they may actually be paying their strata fees because they set up a pre-authorized debit for strata fees, but you're assessing a special levy, but they haven't provided contact information. So you've got sort of the absentee owner and you've got nobody sort of watching or as a contact person. Having a rental manager is easier to deal with because now you have a person of contact, right? Somebody who can deal with those situations that you can say, oh, wait a second, you haven't paid the special levy. And that is less likely to happen when you've got somebody who's in communication with the Strata Corporation.